Woman runs down the street barefoot like running a 6-second 100-meter dash. She caused several car accidents but didn't even flinch. She ran until the sun went down, didn't stop for a second, but she wasn't even out of breath. She jumped over her front wall and burst through the door. Then she let out a wild animal-like roar while ripping off her clothes. Her name's May, a single woman who lives alone. Just a few days ago, she accidentally crashed into a car that was crossing the street.
It's me. It's Daddy. I'm here.
Then a man jumped out right away. May ran over to check on the girl inside, but she saw the girl was very frightened, her breathing getting faster and faster. The man quickly said his daughter had anxiety. He ran over to the side to grab her backpack. By the time he came back with a wolf-shaped plushie, May had already got his daughter giggling. The man was confused. He asked May how she did it, but she just smiled awkwardly and didn't answer. A few days later, May found out where the man lived and brought a book as a peace offering, but the girl just grabbed the book and ran away. As the man was about to invite May in for coffee, she turned around and bolted. The man immediately chased after her. After a bit of back and forth, May finally agreed to come inside. They chatted briefly, and from the photos on the table, May learned the man's name was Phil. He was a single dad. His wife had died of cancer a few years back, ever since his daughter had changed. She barely even talked to him. As she got older, Phil really hoped a woman could come into their lives and help fill that gap. He'd already been on hundreds of blind dates and none of them worked out. While having coffee, May apologized to Phil again, but Phil only wanted to know how May comforted his daughter. Yet May dodged the question, saying she couldn't really explain it herself. That seemed to open the floodgates. Phil just kept talking. As the sky got darker, May started getting restless. Then suddenly there was a noise from the daughter's room. May used the moment to drop her coffee cup. Phil rushed in to get a towel, but when he turned around, May had already run away. He ran out to chase her again. To get away faster, May agreed to have lunch with him the next day. The next day she showed up on time. Phil took her to the nicest steakhouse in town. Just as he was getting ready to give her the grand tour, May turned around and bolted again. Phil had to chase after her again. This time she dragged him into a basement bar. They felt very comfortable drinking wine and listening to music. Phil even started singing along, but as he sang, May suddenly broke down in tears because that was her favorite song. While she was lost in the moment, the loud bar music suddenly jolted her awake. She quickly asked Phil what time it was.
After 6.
When she heard it, she immediately took off running. She even crashed into the waiter nearby. Phil was completely stunned, but May didn't care. She just ran barefoot on the street. With the sun setting behind her, she finally made it to her front yard, leapt over the wall, and started stripping her clothes off. Right before the last bit of sunlight disappeared, she locked herself inside a basement with a thick iron door. Then came the sound of a howling wolf echoing.